This is going to happen either way. I think you should just accept it at this point. Take the tag. You can't just because your hands are covered in blood money. While the money pooled at the top, the power it went with it. Until there was two sets of laws, one for them or one for theirs. Kyung. Sounds Korean. Fantasy Flight Games is proud to announce the up-and-coming release of Blood Money, the second data pack in the Flashpoint cycle for Android Netrunner. For 23 seconds, runners tear through Titan Transnational Bank, completing an untold number of transactions. Trillions of credits are lost, stolen, or simply erased. In the days that follow, chaos ensues. The New Angeles financial system suffers a massive collapse. Each court blames the others, and it's simply not a good time to be Georgia Alamoff. Of course. The former Triton transactional employee who made a surprising move to Kentucky just before the damage was done. Even when there's no financial certainty, there's always financial opportunity, and in the wake of the 23 seconds incident, much of that opportunity comes in a form of blood money. Oh, with the 6 new cards. Okay. Blood Money continues to explore the New Angeles transformed by the 23 seconds incident and events of the Flashpoint cycle. You'll find a host of cards that focus on wealth and to build wealth. Yeah, because I find that corporate economy has become rather stale at some points, but you'll find a pair of powerful corporate trace cards that you can play even if the runner just didn't make a run. Nice. And you'll find plenty of people looking to take advantage of the chaos in New Angeles. From the pre-sec operatives and the bounty hunters to news reporters and rumour mongers. Finally, the environment of Blood Money is particularly good for fans of Wayland and criminal factions, both of whom receive new... I told you! I told you, everyone! I knew they was going to bring back Wayland. I knew they was going to bring back criminals. I just knew. I could feel it. I could feel it. Thank you for vindicating me. Oh no, look at Chaos Theory. Oh, parents have lost money. Oh no. No. Why do you have to do this to Chaos Theory? Oh. I don't even want to continue now. I don't even know I haven't even read any of this other cards and I'm just... Oh. Oh, a new Biroid. Please don't be another code gate. Please don't be a barrier. I need a good barrier. Up to 2 subroutines must be a 2.0. Yeah, another. Please don't be a barrier because I need some bloody credit crash. Enforcing loyalty. Yeah, I knew it was in techie. And I'll go trading. Okay, here we go. Okay, so enforcing loyalty. Operation Double Grey Ops. As an additional cost to play this, you can use an extra clicks. It's a double. Trace 5. Yep. If successful, trash an installed card that does not match the faction runner's identity. And in the stable text is eco here. It's done. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. That's really good. I like that. Why the hell is it in Jinteki? Oh, I could just be... Oh. Oh. Make a run. So, this is credit crash. 1 cost Anarch. Make a run. Trash the first non-agenda card you access during this run. At no cost. The corp can spend credits equal to the res cost or play cost of the access card to prevent this trash. Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually quite... Well, yeah, at 1 influence, that's quite good. Okay. Okay, first impressions of these cards. I mean, Jinteki's just shouldn't be getting spot removal like this. I mean, because removal of stuff or trashing of stuff I see that mostly as a HB kind of thing because they trash programs, and I mean, I think they should also be trash hardware as well. I think removing stuff should be a HB thing definitely, because yeah, it just seems not that Jinteki shouldn't be able to do removal of stuff, but no, it just seems too good. It seems like the Jinteki is just too diverse there. As for Credit Crash, I like this. It's like a one-time imp, and yeah, that's quite good. That's sort of like a one, because it's only the first one you access. Yeah, that's good. They're both good. Definitely things that Anarch should have, and it's not as it's not as breakery as Faust and as David, because again, those should be safer things. Getting through stuff like that should be a safer thing, but I suppose the way they do it makes it Anarch. But yeah, but see, it's not as powerful as that. Builder of Nations. In contrast to Hasbara, Jinteki, and NBN, the Whaling Consortium is not chiefly concerned with producing anything. Instead, its business model is predicated on the purchase and sale of other corporations. To that end, the consortium is dedicated to getting maximum return for every investment, whether that means a short-term flip or a long-term stake. And as dozens of former runners would tell you, if they could, the consortium is willing to go to great lengths to ensure its success. Ooh, Builder of Nations! Okay. Because the consortium's founder Jack Whalen made his fortune in materials and construction, most notably by conceiving and constructing of the New Angeles space elevator, the consortium has long been associated with the construction industry, but its portfolio is so diverse and varied that it's hard to say exactly what the corporation does. What we do know is that Jack Whalen and his big ideas are no longer at the centre of the consortium. The current board of directors appear to be far more conservative. It's like they've gotten a new main faction. Whaling Consortium, Builder of Nations. Oh, 40 card one, finally! The first time the runner encounters a piece of ice that is with at least one advancement on token on it each turn, do 1 meat damage. Oh, that's so nice! Strength mates leaders. Yes, they've finally got a slimline. That's so good. That's good. Yeah, I could see that easily happening. Now let's react to this. It's kind of like a mild Jinteki kind of thing, although the 1,000 cuts of Jinteki tends to need to be a bit more consistent, I imagine. But yeah, so you can't run on Wayland so easily now because you're going to take 1 meat damage. I mean, I suppose you can install a Marash bodysuit to counter it, but who's going to use Marash bodysuit? Seriously. Yeah. In the game, the Flashpoint cycle this translates to a corp that comes loaded with assets like its CI fund. So CI fund is an asset, 0 cost. Wonderful picture. There's this private security force there. Confidential informant fund. Okay. So that guy must be a confidential informant. When your turn begins, you may move up to 3 credits from your credit pool to confidential informant fund. When your turn begins, place 2 credits on confidential informant fund from the bank if there are at least 6 credits on it. 2 credits in trash. Take all funds from confidential informant fund. Interesting. And it's okay, that at 1 cost, yes, but I wish it was harder to trash. Again, I feel that because Wayland is mostly known for its construction, I think it should be like, have a weight to it or something, and that should be represented by being hard to trash. And, I don't know, I think HBs should be low to res, but, I mean, if you're spending lots of money to res, I think it's just that Wayland stuff should be hard to trash because of money. You know, just give it some weight. And one will, okay, yeah, like it's good. See, I found, and one that will do whatever it can to protect them to ensure they can turn a tidy profit. Moreover, since the 23 seconds incident has pushed the corpse towards desperation, and the flashpoint cycle offers us a new version of each, comes bearing its teeth. Blood Money offers us a new Wayland Consortium identity, Builder of Nations. Wayland's advance with ICE has long been one of the faction signatures, and fans have already responded positively to reveal that new Mullis that was revealed in the announcement of 20 seconds is coming out later in the cycle. Now, by forcing one to suffer a point of meat damage the first time he encounters a layer of ice with advanced counters on it each turn. Builder of Nation rolls the faction's strength in advance with ice into its reputation for violence. And a corpse of advanceable ice and more aggressive means of negotiation aren't enough to discourage ones from trying to seize its assets. Wayland is plenty happy to liquidate all its threatened assets, for example. If a financial crisis would devalue one of the consortium's New-based holdings, that might go up in a blaze. It would only be a happy coincidence that the insurance value would have been set prior to the collapse. When situations change and you can no longer protect your assets, this sort of liquidation might be wise, even if it's not necessarily legal. Okay, here we go. Liquidation. One cost operation. Grey Ops transaction. Nice, here we go. As this cost us play this, send a click. Trash any number of your res cards and gain 3 credits for each card trashed. What's a little insurance for between friends? Oh, this reminds me of the security one where you gain 4 credits per click, but this makes so much more sense. Yeah, and liquidation. Oh, I could see myself playing this. Definitely. Oh, there's the new runner. Khan, the savvy skip tracer. While we tend to think of runner versus corp, that model is a bit oversimplified. After all, as we have seen, the runners in Android Netrunner all run for different reasons. In fact, it is their motivations that define them, placing them in one of the game's 3 runner factions, Anarch, Shaper, or Criminal. The first time you pass a piece of ice each turn, you may install an icebreaker from your hand, lowering the install cost by 1. Nice. The last of these, the criminals, are easily the hardest runners to pin down. While at their root, their motto seems to be the simplest to understand: run to make profit. Turning that profit means that run to make a profit. Turning that profit means the game's criminals often find themselves working for anyone willing to pay them, and that often means running for those with money, i.e. the corpse. So it's not always runner versus corpse. Sometimes, in the case of a new bounty hunter for blood money, the situation might be the runner versus runner on behalf of the corp. True, in order to get the info she needs to track her prey, Khan may have to hack a corp account here and there, but it's not in order to go after the corp unless she's been hired to go after the corp, or more precisely, someone in it. As a runner, Khan doesn't bother with physically capturing her bounties. For her and the corp's the employer, it's enough for her to provide her clients with the data they need to get their eyes on the targets. This means she gets to enjoy all the thrills of her runs without the addition of any unnecessary risks. As Khan might say, the best part is that it's legal. Agreeing to take on these contracts might not win Khan any friends among the runner community, but neither will it put her squarely in the sights of the NAPD. Get yours. Even in the wake of the 23 seconds incident, there's always money to be made. Whether it's to protect your worth or... yeah. Okay, let's have a look at... Ooh. Yeah, okay. Temujin contract. Sick. Job. Choose a server and place 20 from the bank on Temujin contract when you install it. Sick. When there are no credits left on Temujin, you can trash it. Whenever you make a successful run on the chosen server, take 4 from Temujin contract. Best part is that it's legal. Sick. Oh, archives. Oh, that's so nasty. Oh, that's so nasty. Oh. Yeah, okay. So, going back over it. We've got the barrel here. It is a code gate. Yeah, it's a code gate. The runner can split in 2 clicks. The runner must trash one of his installed cards. The runner must trash one of his installed cards. Do 1 brain damage. So they're either going to install something or take a brain damage. And you know they're going to install something. But I really wish it was a barrier, because you need another barrier. Financial cat seems to be neutral. Can't wait to see what these cards do. Really excited. Lots of low 1 cost, 1 advancement things. I love that. I love that. Yeah, so yeah, again, so there seems to be lots of interesting effects for low influence. And that's great for me, and I thank you for it. I thank you, Damon, for this, because having lots of 1 influence things that do, okay, they're not as powerful as some of the other effects I've seen, but there's more of them, and it makes you more consistent. So yeah, I remember once when he was talking to Team Covenant in 2012 about Game of Thrones, about how these things are not as efficient, but there's more of them, more options. So the corporation isn't getting more powerful, it's just getting more diverse ways to do something, and you can do it more consistently, even if it's not at the same power level. And that's great. That's the kind of thing I need as a custom robotics player, and I thank you for it. I just wish. Okay, so you got for enforcing loyalty, for example. So you've got cards like Snatch and Grab. You've got cards that trash hardware like Power Grid Overload, but not at the power level of enforcing loyalty. And I think HB should have a card like that, because they've got Helion Alpha Test. Yes, but yeah, they don't have it of having like a double like this of Helion Alpha Test. That it is more powerful but at a bigger cost would make more sense, I think, in HB, considering the past here. But again, I think it really should be a HB kind of thing, trashing stuff that's installed to me. But again, I can easily see Jinteki doing this kind of thing. Yeah, so comment and let me know about. I'm going to be reading about what PU people think, but I am definitely going to see. We're going to definitely see a lot more splashing come the blood money site, come the blood money pack, and I look forward to it. It's just wild. You don't know where. Yeah, everything's been shaken up. Whether I see in the first pack, and I see things being shaken up by low influence in the second pack. I don't know how everything's going to be shaken up from the packs moving forward, but I'm really excited by it. Yeah, definitely really, really excited by it.